Hi and welcome to the 7th video in the C++ Basics tutorial. We're going to be talking about special characters and formatting your output on terminal. So I will link this in the description below, but these are the special characters in C++. They're reserved. The most common one is probably going to be new line. You might use some tabs, maybe a carriage return here and there. And a lot of the other ones I haven't really used. Null character is a pretty popular one too. I've used that a few times. And then we're going to look into set W and set precision. These are both under the IO manip library, and we'll take a look. Opening up our Visual Studio Code, I have some sample code here for us to just look at. We have the number pi with I think 11 decimals of precision, 12 bits overall. And then we have a little bit of a helper here for us to see how much we're moving with our set W, our set width. Get into it. So set W pretty much allows for a container. Say we set it for 20. It's a container of 20 and it fills in from the right to the left by default. So the best way to see this is just to run it. So I open up a new command prompt here, go into our normal, folder, or for myself, it's my normal folder, ++o main.exe and example. I should probably just, spell it properly and not like the state. That probably. So as you can see here, when we set it to set W40, we're setting pretty much a container of 40 spaces, so 10, 20, 30, 40. And we fill from the right to the left. And you can see there's a space, that's why there's a space on the 40th slot, and then we fill over. Then for the next insert, we do 20, so you can see that we go 20 past, and then we actually fill from the right to the left. So that's kind of how the set W works. You can see that our precision on our number is by default 6 decimal spots. So if we want a better precision, or say we want less precision, maybe we only want to show 3 digits at a time because who really needs that much information? The number pi, we can recompile and execute, and you can see that it takes it down to 3. Well, maybe we want the full number, so in this case we determined that it was 12 to get the full number, and we recompile and run again. You can see that we get the there. So that's kind of a very minimal look at set W and set precision. One other thing I want to look at is we can actually adjust. So we can by default it's set to right adjusted, but we can also do left. This is built into the standard library, so if you didn't have STD there, you'd have to add in STD. So by default it's right. So if we do right here, nothing's really going to change. Be the exact same thing. But if we want to fill in our containers from the left, which I think looks a lot better and makes more sense in my brain, you can see that we fill in to the left. We still have our 40 slot container, and then we start our next thing right on that next slot there. So that's one way to look at it there. And then special characters. Let's just look at a few special characters. So new line is kind of like end line, which we've been using before, that ENDL. Tabs, and the alert one is actually a new one I learned, and I kind of want to show you guys because I didn't learn this in school and I actually learned it from doing this video. But if we do a \A, that shows that it's a special character, and pretty much our compiler knows what that means. And so when we run this, it makes a little alert sound, which is kind of cool. And like I said, the new line, so these are technically characters, so you use single quotes. The reason it's double quotes here is because this is all combined into a string. So in this case, these are actually just kind of interchangeable for the most part right now with what we've learned so far. So kind of depends on how you want to do it. Still have the alert because I left that in, but still the exact same output between end line and this new line. So that's kind of a really basic look into how to format some of your output to maybe make it look a little bit better for you. And we'll get into more content in the next video. Thanks for dropping by. Bye.